Hi, wherever you are in the world, welcome to Island Up in Sport. My name is Lenway Duhaney. Today we have with us a sports all-rounder. Not all-rounder in cricket terms, but he's not an ordinary person. This man, DAMANI SEWELL, captain ST.ANN cricket. And he's also the captain of Lial Football Club. And guess what? Lial Football Club will be playing in National Premier League football in Jamaica. We're gonna find out from DAMANI how I'm gonna do this. Cause he's the Superman. This man is a ST.ANN all-rounder. DAMANI, welcome.
Welcome, big boss.
Alright. We want to find out, DAMANI, about your early years growing up in and around ST.ANN. Talk to us about that.
Well, my early years growing up in and around ST.ANN and the community, I was always known as a person of cricket because cricket was the game that I love. Cricket was what I do from primary school come up. You know, funny enough, at the primary level, I was not so good, but you know,
You never good in a cricket at primary school?
No, never. Never. But yeah. The love I had for the sport, it allowed me to stick around and allow myself to grow. And that was really it. Going to the high school level, I had a coach, Norris Campbell. He was the one that really took me and spent some time, put in some work, and I started to play Headley Cup from I was in grade 7 for Marcus.
Grade 7 for Marcus?
Yes, man, grade 7, man.
Headley Cup a big man thing, you know.
Yeah.
Boys age 19 playing Headley Cup and all of that, and you play from what, 12, 13 at
Yes,
grade
man.
7?
At the age of 12, grade 7.
And you never get any game though?
Yes, man. The second game at the Headley Cup, I took 5 wickets against Iona High.
Make your name?
Yes, man.
Yeah, and then tell me about the whole cricket thing. You were telling me that you're captain Marcus at grade 9.
Yeah, I was captain of Marcus at grade 9.
The Headley Cup team?
Headley Cup team. At that point in time also, I got a call up to the Jamaica under 15 cricket team. And I go and I did well at the trials, etc. And I was selected for the Jamaica under 15 cricket team. We traveled to Trinidad 2009, where we won the championship also.
And you were a part of that team?
I was a part of that team.
Wow, yeah.
You know, I played a significant role with them also. You know, because out of the 5 games we played, I batted 4 times and I not out all 4 times.
Yeah.
You know, so I was a big part of we winning that championship in 2009.
ST.ANN cricket. You know, you play club cricket for St. Don't tell the people that you play for Chester in ST.ANN, you know.
Yeah, Chester was one of the
You must say that, man.
Chester was one of the second club I represent.
Yes, man. You play for Chester. I remember that.
Second club I represent.
What's the name of the police again?
Mr. Williams.
Yeah, man.
Commander Williams.
Yeah, you too, Chester.
Yes,
they play cricket there,
man.
and your dad is also from the area.
Yeah.
ST.ANN cricket, you are the captain.
Yeah.
How long now you have been captain?
I've been captain in ST.ANN from 2018. Yeah.
How you find it?
I think we are growing now as a team and as a parish. I think one of the thing that was affecting the cricket in the parish is we did not have enough domestic competition occurring in and around the parish, so we could not get the opportunity to see players.
Right.
So we were stagnant for like 2 years or so, using the same set of players that was not growing. You know, so now the president and the rest of people and the exec, they got sponsorship now, so a lot more domestic cricket is playing in the parish, and it is showing now in the parish cricket because the last 2-day competition, ST.ANN was dropped out at the semi-final. We lost to Kingston.
At the semi-final, you defeated out of Westmoreland at the quarter-final?
Westmoreland defeated at the quarter-final.
I remember that. And then you make it to the semi-final and you lost out.
Yeah, we lost to Kingston at Naranda, Kaiser.
How is your captaincy? How you rate your captain?
To be honest, I strongly believe that I'm at, I would say probably 7 out of 10 with my leadership.
You feel the other players would feel that? You feel your players would
No, I think my other players would probably grade me a bit higher.
Really?
Yeah, they would grade me a bit higher.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm at myself at 7, you know, them say there is always more to learn, you know.
Improvement.
There is always more to learn.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm leading whichever team, I always think that I'm a leader, not just on the pitch.
Yeah.
And that is where I am credited most. You know, I try to be a leader on and off the pitch most of the time for whichever team I'm captain.
The captain. And St.ANN cricket is on a high, what is happening there?
I think we are on a rise now. I think we are on a rise because we fall out at the semi-final round at the 2-day. We have a 50-over competition that begins on Saturday coming. This Saturday we have a bye, but the other weekend we will be playing St. Mary.
Yeah.
I think that we are really back where we want to be. We're training very hard now as a group, so the confidence is very high within the group and the parish. We have the support of the parish now again.
Who's the coach here now?
Andrew Gill, otherwise known as PZ.
Oh, PZ is the coach of the town now.
Yeah.
Yo, PZ was that top. And then you have, who's the president here now?
Keith Walford.
Mr. Walford is still the president?
He's still the president.
Can he still around?
Yeah, Can is the assistant coach / manager.
Wow, that is still the whole setup is still intact.
Yeah, man.
Then, and St.ANN cricket for you, right? Propel you to Jamaica cricket. We're gonna start Jamaica cricket now.
Yeah.
In 2016-17, you make your debut in the Super 50.
Yeah, listen.
And then the regional 4-day.
Yeah.
Tell me about that journey in the St.ANN, in the Jamaica, playing for Jamaica. Tell me about that journey. DAMANI, you're still young. You're the one to get back up there. Yeah. What does it take? Tell me about the journey and tell me what does it take.
I strongly believe that the journey started from where we just coming from, the St.ANN cricket.
Right.
There's where I was noted.
Although you did play U15 before, so you were known to
St.ANN cricket was what gave me the strong recognition, even though I was already in the system. I got called in 2016 to go to the Super 50 trials in Kingston. We played 6 trial games and I did well in all 6 games, and that warranted me a spot in the 14-man squad that traveled to Barbados 2016.
Yeah.
I can clearly say that if you should check my Lycée stats, I was selected as a bowling all-rounder for Jamaica.
Yeah.
And my Lycée stats state that I did pretty okay. So it worried me now to get a nab to play, to make my 4-day debut. I made my 4-day debut in Guyana in 2018. I was suspected of throwing in that game against Guyana. So the second game that we traveled to Trinidad, I was not involved in that game based on the suspect that I was throwing. After that, we came back to Jamaica and we had some tests. They sent back the test to CWI. CWI sent the test to England. The result came back that I am now clear to bowl again. From that, I did not get back into the squad, but I was a part of the training setup. Then we know that COVID came in for that 2 years and altered everything. So now, seeing that everything has started back, I spoke to the coach last week, and I am now invited back to the Super 50 training, because the Super 50 competition will be coming up in October. So I will be heading back to training in the Jamaica setup.
So you will be heading back to Jamaica cricket
training
next week
Wednesday.
To train for October.
Yeah.
So you're still in the setup.
I'm still in the setup.
I think it was the second call up. You call up and then you had a break and then they call you back. And it was a big thing in Jamaica because people were saying that DAMANI SEWELL did not really know the name and why I saw that on TV. Why were you called?
Yeah.
You remember that? You can recall that? Tell me about that.
I have seen it. I did not play too much into it because there is a mass amount of criteria that you have to aspire to get to a Jamaica setup.
Yeah.
And for me to be called back there, it simply means that I was doing what I need to do to get there. And in that point in time, they had franchise cricket playing in the country. So they had 6 teams with the best set of players in the country playing that specific competition.
Yeah.
I was dominating that competition with the bat and the ball. So that domination in that competition give me back a call up back to the setup. So the news and the message that was floating around, I did not read too much into it.
You did not read too much into it because you know what it takes to be there.
Yes.
DAMANI, you have to explain this to me now. I want you to explain this. You say you're gonna get you're almost back into the Jamaica setup and all of that. But you play football and Lial FC is qualified for Premier League. How you go balance this now? Tell the cameraman, how you balance? You drop one of them, you know? You drop one of them. Premier League play on Sunday, cricket play on Sunday. You drop one of them, DAMANI. Which one of them you drop now?
I will not say that I will drop one of them. No, because I still don't see myself at the point or at the spot that I have to make a decision. Thus far, I have been juggling both. Yeah. I have been juggling both and...
No, but DAMANI, a different something this, you know, man. This is not D1 or Major League, you know.
I understand.
Lial, you're the captain and Lial is going to play Premier League on a Sunday.
I can clearly say this, sir.
2-day match is gonna play with...
I am...
Tell me about that.
I am not contracted to Jamaica cricket and I am not contracted to Lial football. So at this point in time, I still can juggle both until I put pen to paper for one of these association to state that yes, I sign a contract with this association.
So I'm going in there.
This is my job and this is what I have to do.
DAMANI, somebody's gonna miss out. A decision have to make. You have to make a decision, DAMANI. You are the top now.
I know.
You're both captain. You're both captain, you know. Yes. So tell me about that.
I know that at some point in time a decision will have to be made.
Soon.
But
soon.
Right now as I sit in front of you, I don't think I have to make a decision right now.
You don't have to, but the season is coming up, DAMANI, man.
When, and I am going to repeat, when is the right time to make that decision, I will make that decision.
Something have to give. A man can't play National Premier League at the level. DAMANI, Captain Lial.
I have a live experience. Devon Thomas is an Antiguan. Yeah. Devon Thomas represented Jamaica Scorpions, and Devon Thomas played Premier League football in Antigua.
Okay.
So he did it, and it wasn't an issue. Yeah. I think both organization and association had an understanding. Yeah. So they tried best as possible to shuffle the time so he could. I don't know if I'm going to be that lucky, but for right now, I know that there will become a time that I have to make a decision.
You have to make a decision.
But at this point in time, I am not going to throw in the towel on any one of my sport.
You still go to boat training?
Still go to boat training.
It's going to be a hard decision, though.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one.
But let's talk about something, because strange enough, you are captains. So your leadership, there's something about your leadership. Why people see that leadership?
And before I answer that question, I'm going to say something very funny to you.
Yeah.
Did you know that I started to play football in 2011?
No, man, I think you have played a long time.
I started to play football 2011. And how I started to play football, when I was playing cricket, I had this friend. He represented the football team. And he was saying to me, yo, I see you play some evening ball, you know. And you can play ball, you know.
Come.
And if you come, me not think you can make the team over me. And me promise him that. So when I come at Dakar Cup training, I bet me make the team over here. Yeah. And 2011 I went to the training down in February. Because then Marcus started the Dakar Cup preparation early. So when I went to February now, the coach actually have me in the goal. Saying me tall and I have goalkeeping ability.
Yeah.
So when like the defenders them was playing the ball back to me now and two the coach see me utilizing the football. The other morning he put me to strike. And I was running, you know, like a wild man, but with ability.
Yeah.
And 1 week after, he have me play in a defensive role. And I was executing all what he wanted to see.
Okay, so there about your time started with football?
Right there and then it all started. And the very funny thing, I captained Marcus that year. And that was my very first year. Playing the Costa Cup.
You captain Marcus the first year
playing? The very first year I played the Costa Cup.
So you were captain of the football team and the
cricket team at once.
And you come captain ST.ANN cricket and Lial now?
No, at once.
No, that man he deserves something, man. He need to be recognized. This man. Yeah. No, I need to do some research to see if anybody have ever done. You captain Marcus in football, Marcus Garvey Technical High School. And you and cricket, and now you can captain the big ST.ANN cricket and Lial FC that is going to the National Premier League.
Yeah. It's not easy, but
as I was saying, what about your leadership? Is it something that you work on, or you just born with it and just?
I think what really helped my leadership, I grew up in the police youth club, and for one, they were always about discipline.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and they really push all of us to be leaders from then.
Yeah.
So from that age, I had it in me, and then now my company that I grew up with was always bigger man than I do.
Big man, yeah, big man.
So they import a lot of knowledge on me also. So I think all of those things combined kind of help me now to be the leader that I am and the person that I am, and a lot of younger people and a lot of elder people look up to.
But this is really big still, you know. Come to think of it, you're captaining at the highest level in Jamaica. You're captaining ST.ANN cricket, and you bring a team as a captain to the Premier League. Yeah. That is not ordinary.
And this was a big achievement for ST.ANN.
Yeah.
When we took Lial to the Premier League.
Tell me about that project now. Talk to me about Lial FC. It's strange to me.
Yeah.
The president told me, Mr. Beckford, that it was Benfica. I already have some players that are up there. Tell me about Lial, the whole project.
You know, I was home one day and my brother Rowan he called me and he said, bro, Lial are going to the tier 2 for the second year, because they played last year, but I only watched them because I was so in tune to the cricket last year.
Right.
I did not have the time to play in the football. So I said to him, I'm going to think about it, you know, because I'm not the a joke thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I went to a couple of the training sessions and I showed my interest and they registered me. And it started there. We, like 2 weeks in our preparation this season, we had a Links Cup to play, and it was the tier 2 teams against the Premier League teams. So it was the 14 tier 2 tier teams against the 14 Premier League teams.
Yeah.
So our first game was right here against Portmore United. So I remember at the training session, the coach, Alfred Barnett, was saying, boy guys, I'm not sure we really were ready for a Portmore, you know, because we just started preparation and stuff. And I remember I got up in the meeting the evening and I said, Coach, this is a massive opportunity for us. Because remember, the ultimate goal is not to play Portmore.
Yeah.
It's to go and do well in the tier 2 to qualify for the Premier League.
Yes.
So we stepping out and playing against Portmore now. Even though we are not ready, let us go and see where we are. And from that day, like 3 more training sessions, and the coach called me one of the sessions after and say, I think I want you to captain this team.
Yeah.
Because the way I see you
believed.
Yeah, and how I see you pull the players and you're getting
naturally,
the job
man.
done.
Naturally.
You're getting the job done.
Yeah.
And funny enough, we played Portmore like the day after I was named captain in the training session. And we lost to Portmore right here, 2-1. And trust me, it was a game that if we had taken our opportunities, it would be a easy 3 or 4 love win for Lial.
Lial, okay. And then things looking good for Premier League. We'll start training it.
Training starts the 28th of this month.
Okay.
Premier League started 29th of October.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, but trust me, the fight that we saw from the guys in the Lial setup, but it was really good. Because I tell you, we take this team to Premier League without any form of support.
Any form of monetary payment and
Not form of support. There are times we are out here in the training sessions, no water, we have to come to the pipe to drink water. There are times players leave, no bus fare, because the management try look the support, but it's just not coming in. You know, kudos to Pete, the manager, Miss Denise, the manager also.
Yeah.
I think they stood with us right through, even though your work was not much, they still stood with us, comfort us with even love, you know, and we pull ourselves and we decided that, hey, seeing that we have nothing again here, let us carry ourselves to somewhere that we can get something from it.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's right there where
Right there is Premier League.
Yeah.
What next for DAMANI? What next?
I have Premier League preparation coming up.
You have cricket.
I have Jamaica cricket training coming up.
You still have to make that ticket, Jad.
So, all right. And funny enough, as I mentioned that, Harbourview Football Club reached out to me 2 weeks ago, saying that they have interest for me to come join the club, etc.
Right.
But when I spoke to them, I told them that I'm not going to take that offer right now. I will start the Premier League with my club that I carry to the Premier League, and then if anything happens in our event, then the door may still be open, and I will grab the opportunity. But I know that a lot of people look at it different ways, but I know how I'm looking at it. You know, this would come like, I know what I've been through to carry my team here, so I strongly believe that I want to start this competition with my team.
Yeah. Yeah, your loyalty to Lial.
There's a transfer window that will be open back in January. If there's any needs, which I don't think there will be any, because Lial is not coming to Premier League to give away points.
That's what I was usually the team that go up come down. You are planning to go around that?
No. We're not planning to come down. We're not planning to come down. I spoke to the new coach yesterday, David Price. We had a long discussion, and the plans that he have for the club, long as the support is going to support what he wants, then I don't see the club coming down.
Okay.
So it's just the support we really need now, seeing that we are at the top level. Whoever hearing this and willing enough to come and join board, we are open to anyone. We are open to anyone. So just come on board and give us the support, because we really need it.
Right. I was asking you what next for DAMANI in the terms of going forward and so on. Yes, you will be in this Premier League. You will be around Jamaica cricket. You want to take it further? You want to give a good innings and the names are called over in the Caribbean and so on?
To be honest, that's my aim right now. And so I'm training super hard. You know, I just left training before I got here also. I am working because age is not waiting on anyone. And next week I'll be 29. You know, so I am at an age now where much people not really looking at anymore, especially at the football level. You know, so anything I'm going to do from now and probably the next year, it have to be quick, it have to be fast, and it have to be good, so I can probably aspire something in another year or two. As if not, I can't aspire what I really want to aspire in either sports in another year or two. Then it may very well be a case in which I started to look in other directions.
Yeah, you have any to play like in the Indian Premier League or anything?
Well, of course. I know all cricketers must have the ambitions of wanting to play franchise cricket all around the world, especially IPL. The IPL is probably the biggest franchise level that any cricketer would possibly want to be a part of. But you know, there's a lot of things to take you there.
Yeah.
You have to get on the scale as you were just talking about. You have to get on the level in which people starting to see you first before you can think in that direction. First, I have to try get back into the Jamaica setup. Try to do well so those franchise owners can at least see something in me to say, I like that guy. So I have great ambitions of playing in the Indian Premier League and other franchise competition happening around the world, but I have to get myself back into the Jamaica national setup first.
Yeah. Damani, this is part 1. We're gonna stop it today, but this is part 1. I'm gonna come back to you when I hear good news, good news, because I know you're gonna make Jamaica team and take it from there. Not Jamaica team, you have been there. I mean, climbing up the ladder and so. This is the man who I should call this interview decision time. The man is SEWELL. The man is playing. The man captain ST.ANN cricket team and bring Lial FC to the National Premier League in Jamaica. That is not ordinary. And no ordinary thing that. He's a super youth, he's a leader. Right? And we are so happy. I know Damani that upbringing I'm gonna throw myself in there a little bit, from the days of Marcus Garvey technical. And we should give credit to the person who come around him and being there and see this development. Oh Damani, before we go, give me some of the players you play with at Marcus in football. You play with Daniel Green?
I actually coached Daniel Green at Marcus.
Oh yes, when you leave Marcus, you went back to coach.
I was coaching Marcus. I coached Marcus from 2012 to 2017.
I didn't even get into that. He's coaching, yes, the man is doing.
Yeah.
Yes man, you went and you coached Daniel and all.
And I coached Kaim Paris too.
And you coached Paris.
I coached Kaim Paris for 3 years and then he went to Lintel when he was in grade 9.
What more do you want? Coach, cricket, football, all round sportsman. This is Island Up. Damani, tell me about the state of cricket back in the days when York Castle was on top. You have the Xavier Marshall and then in ST.ANN you have the Leon Garrick. Apart from your name being called, the ST.ANN players like Marlon Johnson, we did hear his name up. ST.ANN names always up there, as I said. Apart from your name, what does that mean? Alright, let me ask you, is there anybody name up there to make Jamaica team?
Well, no, with myself, you have a Ronaldo Ingram. He is one of the players that they are looking at also. We have Suwayne Wilson. He's also one of the players they are looking at. We also have a Christopher Lamont. He's one of the players they are looking at also. So right now we have basically 4 players that is looking to go back into the national setup. You asked about the state. I think one of the disadvantages now to the cricket in the parish is most of these names that you heard called before, the Xaviers, the Marlon Johnson, the Christopher Green, the Arville Pennant, Leon Garrick. These players came through a process. They came through the primary level, then they got to the mini league level, then they go to the high school level, then they go to the club level, and even while playing club cricket, they were playing high school cricket.
Yes.
That is the disadvantage now. We don't have any much primary school cricket happening. We don't have any mini league cricket playing, and we don't have much club cricket playing. So with the exclusion of those 3 development stages, you have to recognize that the development of the cricket in the parish is going to dip because the levels in which the guy is supposed to go through is not there.
It's not there. A lot of things is missing until a man come to the big team, the parish team itself.
And they struggle there because the things that you should know here, you are coming with up here.
The fundamentals.
So that is one of the massive disadvantage. So that is why I answered earlier and said the cricket, it's back on a little rise now because the primary level starting back up now. I heard that the mini league is going to come back in next year Junior Cup is going to start back again, and a lot more club cricket is playing now.
Oh.
So it's coming back to where it should be.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Done. All right. I was what can I say? This is the man. This is the man who has captained Marcus Garvey football team, cricket team, ST.ANN cricket, Lial FC to the Premier League. He's a total all-rounder, a leader, DAMANI SEWELL. And he's telling me about he's going back into the Jamaica cricket setup. We are looking out for him. This interview should be named the decision day because DAMANI will have to make a decision. He's at cricket at the highest level in terms of Jamaica cricket, and he's at football at the highest level. Where will his mind take him? He said he's not making any decision yet. He's gonna make a decision when that time comes. The time is not when you are seeing this interview. The time may be down, the time may be next year, we may never know. Until then, this is Island Up in Sport, this is Lenworth Duhaney. You may never know where we are coming from. We are in North Coast, on the North Coast of ST.ANN, Jacksall, but we are talking cricket. On the North Coast, just relaxing, the breeze is blowing. It's so cool and nice. Otrius is just behind us, St. Ann's base before. Until then, take care. Join me. Janu. DAMANI.